Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Desperados coming in at 6-8, going up against the Bills, who come in at 10-4.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Austin Desperados. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. To throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. In motion goes the tight end. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hello? I guess not.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Mixon.
Oh, I missed that
and
fucking
he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 8 yards on the pick up there, and it moves the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know. I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long
Damn it. Oh, that fucking block, man.
Game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. And he'll be taken down.
Keep chasing. Wherever you go, that's why I ate one.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
Sure,
He
yeah.
just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet.
Sure
I know
did.
most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw.
Ah, fuck that up. Man, fucking button.
And it falls down incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That definitely sets up a much more difficult 3rd down.
Yeah, you figure 2nd and 2, one they thought they could pick up. Now you're facing 3rd and 4.
Yeah, got to give the front 7 a lot of credit for making that play. I'm just starting to wonder, partner, is 2nd and short also a throwing down in the NFL now?
In motion, Hill. Carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 24-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. This time he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Second down, this is Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Slot man moves right. To the ground, this time Montgomery. Room here to run. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed.
Hello?
They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline
See the
to
mic up there
sideline,
moving. I
run
thought
past
you.
that trash, go past people, and
Yeah,
make
there you
tackles near
go.
the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the
Hello?
backfield there for the loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Man, why are you not up on the fucking line?
They'll try and pick up the
Come here.
first with Gurley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Oh, fuck!
And that's not going to get
Are you
there.
serious?
He missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well,
I
this
can't
winds up
believe
an
this.
empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the
Stop
ball
making
on target.
mistakes. Let's
And
go,
knowing him,
man.
he'll be
Shit.
disappointed with that effort.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 1:59 to go in the first half.
Okay.
Back with more after this.
Okay.
They'll run it now out of the
Oh, man, come on. Y'all not holding Johnson. That's all you
back at the
two.
45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Give me that shit, man. Let's go. Alone. Come back and get this shit, man.
Deep into Buffalo territory. And a huge play that time. 47 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
Snags it for the pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They try right side here early. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Come on, you let him get that bullshit.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Gallman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throw left side complete. It's Malone. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. There he goes right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll drop the throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, they go Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the toss, Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Able to get there and pick it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
There, Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
All right, here we go.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 93 for Mike.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third down and 12. Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This is Gorman. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And here now the offense heading back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive, and he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll set up a throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Marcel Darius with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Bills on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this one, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The toss play to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Detroit. Leopard.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad, flex round. Kill.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Floating one, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
2nd down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Let's go. White 90. Ohio.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And the Bills getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Gurley. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a second and long.